Is a digital nomad lifestyle overrated? Yes. Flat out, yes, it is overrated. All the stuff that you see on social media and all your favorite influencers traveling the world, having all the free time and luxury and recreational fun they could ever desire. If you see that as just the ultimate goal, an answer to never ending happiness and fulfillment, you are wrong. Flat out, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll slight asterisk. If you're anything like me, you are wrong. Here's why. I've been in Mexico for about a month. Before that, I was in Costa Rica for also a month. And I've been traveling around and doing this whole digital nomad lifestyle thing. I have a business that lets me do it. It's all great and fine and dandy. And this was my real first experiment of taking advantage of that lifestyle, taking advantage of my internet business that would let me do this if I wanted to. And the first week that I got here in Mexico City was when I was totally alone, totally new place, totally new city, didn't speak the language. And I went pretty hard the first week. I saw all the monuments, I saw the museums, I saw the parks, I went to the bars, I did this and then that. I did all these things. And I wasn't that happy, honestly. The whole first week, doing all this stuff, having all the free time, waking up whenever the hell I wanted to, wandering around. Oh, I'll go to the store, oh, I'll go to the museum, oh, I'll go check out this place, oh, I'll go to this part of the city. Just being like a tourist, a total tourist, but like that's my life. My life is a tourist. My life is tourism. I was not very happy. I was convincing myself that I should be happier than I actually was. I was like, why am I not happy? This is what everyone wants to do. If people could see me while they're back home at their 9-to-5 corporate jobs or whatever, working at the deli, my life is freaking amazing compared to theirs. I should be ecstatic and on top of the world. I should not be complaining. I felt guilty for not being super happy. And by all means, my life was amazing and I was very grateful for all those things, but I also realized that, hey, like, just because I can travel and go see different parts of the city and be a tourist as my lifestyle doesn't necessarily mean I should be happy. And here's why. I get my satisfaction, fulfillment, contentment, happiness from work. I get it from doing things and struggling and learning new things and being disciplined, working out. Why do I like working out? It sucks, it's hard, it's sweaty, it's exhausting, but you always feel better after a great workout. That's kind of this idea of like satisfaction is behind struggle. Satisfaction comes from work, comes from doing hard things. You're not gonna be satisfied if something was just super, super easy. Like if I can get up and go to the museum and go eat out and go do whatever I want, whenever I want, however many times I want, I'm not gonna be that satisfied with that lifestyle because it's too easy. I'm speaking for myself here, but if you're anything like me, you'll probably come to the same conclusion that you don't get satisfaction out of just being a tourist. It was only when I got here to this apartment that I'm currently in, and I've been here for 3 weeks. It was only when I got here and I decided, you know what, I am reintroducing a routine. I'm reintroducing discipline. I'm setting my alarm every morning. I'm meditating as soon as I get up. I'm then working out 5 days a week. I'm following this app that just tells me every single day what exactly I'm doing, and I listen to that. And I don't make excuses and I don't say no. I say, I'm doing this. Then immediately after that, I take a cold shower. Then I go and program for about 2 hours. And after that, maybe I can eat, and then I'll have my Spanish lessons, and then the evening is kind of open. But I've started also reintroducing this discipline of X number of times a week. I haven't really been hard on it yet, but making videos like this, reintroducing this creative outlet, then forcing myself to be active on here as well and create this kind of content. And you know what? The day I did that night, the first day that I reintroduced that level of discipline, I was so happy. I was so content and satisfied with the day, way beyond any level that I had achieved of that first week of just being a tourist. And maybe it's because I had already been a tourist for a month, that's very fair. The entire time I was in Costa Rica was pretty much all recreational, fun tourism stuff. So by the time I got to this first week in Mexico, I'd already been at that for 5 weeks. So there's that too. But my point with all of this is that being a digital nomad is not about the locational freedom. I think what's so much more valuable than the locational freedom is the time freedom. It is all about the time freedom. You want the time freedom so that you have the option to choose what you're working on. It's not about escaping work. It's not about pissing off and just pissing the day away. It's about freeing up your schedule so that you can decide and create a life of what you want to work on. A life filled with things that are hard, are difficult for you to do, but satisfy you and fulfill you and give you this sense of, yes, I did something good with my day. I'm a better person today than I was yesterday, and I will be the same tomorrow and the day after that, and the day after that. It's all about the time freedom. If you have the time freedom right now to work on whatever you want to work on, a digital nomad lifestyle is not necessary. It's not necessary to also be able to travel wherever you want and do whatever the hell you want, wherever you want. It's not necessary. If you have the time right now, you most likely have everything that you need. Everything you need to really start working on the things that you want to work on. And honestly, pursuing the digital nomad lifestyle as a necessary step before doing the thing that you really want to do is kind of just a cop-out. It's an excuse. It's another excuse of why you can't do the things that you actually know you should do or you want to do but you're afraid of doing. For me, perfect example with my business that has allowed me to do these sorts of travels and adventures and explorations and all this stuff, provided me most of the freedom that I currently experience right now, the locational freedom, a little asterisk on there. I've had so many times with this business where I've been back and forth of, should I scale it more? Should I make more money? Should I grow it bigger? Or should I just say this is good enough and now start working on the stuff that I actually care about? Which in this case would be things like these videos, personal content, personal brand, drumming videos, music, making music, learning engineering software, all that stuff, music engineering. And then more recently, the last 6 months or so, programming, coding, doing all that stuff. This digital nomad idea and this idea of like money, I need money and an internet business constantly be making me money so that I can go do the things that I actually want to do. If you really truly need that money, then yes. If you really need to make money for your bills every single month and your job is currently just like sucking up your life and you have no time outside of that job to really do the thing that you want to do, then yes, maybe a digital nomad lifestyle or like a digital nomad business, a lifestyle business will help you. Yes. But if you are like me, if you were a student, if you are already someone that has even like a few hours a day to actually work on something else, you really don't have that much of an excuse. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, the point is not to escape the work. The point is to work on something you want to. So if you have the time to work on something that you want to, work on that thing, because that's where the fulfillment and the satisfaction is gonna come from. It's not gonna come from wandering around cities and globetrotting the world and seeing all these freaking museums. I've seen too many museums. They're cool, but they're just old stuff. They're old stuff or like art and shit, which is great. I love art. But a week in a row of seeing museums every single day, you're gonna start hating museums. And this is no new idea. Like, you hear this from all sorts of people. I just heard this from Kevin O'Leary, listening to a podcast with him, and he was talking about how after his first company sold and he cashed out with hundreds of millions or something, he went and traveled to every single beach in the entire world for like 2 or 3 years. And by the end of it, he was freaking miserable. It's like, I don't want another freaking pina colada. I want to go work again. I want to start investing in companies and building this thing and working. If you have this type of personality, that's going to be you. So do yourself a favor. Don't look at this locational freedom as like a necessary step before you can start working on the thing that you really want to work on. It's just another excuse. Start doing the thing that you actually want to do. Just do it now. That's the hardest thing, but you know exactly what it is. You know what you should be doing. Don't let yourself rationalize and create all these other arguments for why you need to do something else first. You don't. Just do the thing. That's it. If you liked this video, comment down below. Comment what you thought. Have you been looking at the digital nomad lifestyle as like this answer of happiness and freedom and never-ending contentment? Let me know, because that was me for a long time, and now I'm realizing that, well, as long as I can work on the stuff that I want to work on, it doesn't really matter. Like the video, subscribe if you want. Don't turn on any notifications, because notifications will ruin your life and suck out all your time and not make you able to work on the thing you actually work on. Noticing a trend here? That's all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, everyone. Take care.